What's good, everybody? It's your boy AJ, and I'm back yet again with another video. So check it out. I thought to myself, I never really talk about video equipment or whatever, and what I use for my setup for YouTube. So that's what we're gonna do here today. Since I'm filming on my main setup right now, I'm gonna show you my backup setup first. First thing I use is my iPhone. I'm working with the iPhone 13 Pro Max, okay? Now this thing comes equipped with 12 megapixels. You have 3 camera settings as far as a wide, ultra wide, and then the zoom. One thing that I really like about this camera is that it shoots in 4K at 24 frames per second and 60 frames per second. So not only do you get crisp cinematic video, you also can get crisp slow-mo at 60 frames a second. There's also a cinematic mode. Now the cinematic mode only shoots in 1080p, but you can shoot in 24 or 30 frames per second. So don't expect to get slow-mo 60 frames per second with the cinematic mode. Of course, this camera does come with its own slow motion mode. With the slow motion mode, you can shoot in either 120 frames per second or 240 frames per second at 1080p. Again, there's no slow-mo in 4K, which is cool because hey, I don't really use slow-mo that much anyway, but this camera does pack a punch. Honestly, a lot of the videos that you've seen on my channel are filmed with this phone. Now that's usually when I'm outside filming. I'm just using the phone itself. And typically I'll have my AirPods in as my microphone, which tends to work very well. When I'm in studio, however, that's a whole nother story. When I'm in studio, I have it mounted on a tripod along with the Rode Video Mic Go and a light inside a camera cage. Looks a little something like this. So again, you got your Rode mic here, you got your lights, and then the cage itself. I actually caught this set here, the cage with the lights and everything. I caught this at Walmart for like $25. You know, real cool buy. It came with a shotgun microphone, but I decided once I upgraded my mic from this to the Boya mic, that's when I decided to go ahead and use the Rode Video Mic Go, as my microphone for my cell phone when I'm recording in studio. And it's on a nice Sunpack tripod, decent for just holding up a smartphone. Got this at Best Buy. Got this at Best Buy. And I think that tripod runs about maybe $50–$60 or something like that. I may be overshooting it a little bit, but point is, it's not that expensive. It's good for what I use it for in studio, just mounting my cell phone. So now we're gonna switch over to the other camera so I can show you guys exactly what I'm using for that. Okay, now my main camera setup has a bit more going on, okay? So for my main setup, I'm using the Canon Rebel T7i. Okay, this camera's a bit old. I'd say about maybe 5–6 years or so. I'm not totally sure on the time frame of when it came out, but still a pretty decent camera, solid, okay? Now, with this camera, I mainly use my 24mm lens, the EFS 24mm by Canon. Honestly, this lens works pretty great. I like it because it does give a wide shot without going too wide. Because I really don't need it that wide, not in the studio at least. If I was filming outside, I have another lens for that, but that's a whole another story. I also have equipped the Boya BY BM303 1. It's another shotgun mic. I picked this up from Best Buy. I actually caught this one on sale for about maybe 60 bucks. I think the regular price on it is somewhere around 80. Not totally sure, but anyway, everything I'm using I'll link down in the comments, not in the comments, but in the description below, so you guys can check it out. But shotgun microphone works really well. I like this one because, one, you can change the decibel settings. So you can either have it set at 0, flat out, just work off the sound that's coming out of the camera, and don't adjust it, or you can bring the decibels down by 10 or raise it up by 20. Again, really good depending on the type of setting you're filming at. Also, as far as the sound goes, this does have a power switch. It takes AA batteries, but with this, you can switch the band on it. So you got a low pass and then a high pass filter. To be honest with you, I'm not totally sure on what all of that means, but I know it's there, okay? Not gonna lie to you. And it also has a headphone jack on the back so you can hear your audio. So this microphone works perfect for many different situations, okay? I also have equipped on here this LED light, this RGB LED light made by Newer. Again, it's just an RGB light. It's equipped on the, so it's facing my face and lights it up. I usually tend to leave it on a red or a blue color, but nice little light right in front. I also have equipped on here a dummy battery, because who likes to drain that battery? Just plug it right into the outlet. Boom, AC power. On the inside here, I have a 128 gigabyte memory card. Doesn't fill up that fast, so works really well. Now, with this camera, it shoots 1080p at 24, 30, and 60 frames per second. It can also do 720p at 30, 24, and 60 frames per second. There is no 4K on this camera. Again, considering that this is much older. It's not a mirrorless camera. This is a DSLR. So that's another thing to keep in mind with this. And honestly, you're only gonna find it used now. Canon doesn't make the T7i anymore, but they do make the T7. The specs on the T7 are not as good as this one, in my opinion. I do prefer the T7i over the T7, but again, you have to find this used. All in all, this is a great camera. I love that it has the fully articulating screen, so that works for me to be able to see myself as I'm filming and everything. Other than that, man, that's pretty much it with this camera. I do have a remote trigger attached to, but honestly, I rarely use it. I'd rather just get up and boom, press the button and start recording. But anyway, it's there if I need it. This camera also is equipped with an HDMI plug. I only use that, if I'm hooking it up to the computer, with the capture card, all that good stuff. But honestly, that's neither here nor there for YouTube purposes. That's something else. But again, all in all, man, this is a great camera. I love it. It serves my purposes for right now. The autofocus on this bad boy is superb, okay? Especially paired with this lens. This lens is pretty fast, especially with catching the autofocus, unlike some of my other lenses that I have. This lens also, gives a good blurry background. With the f-stop, being able to go to the f2.8, it's able to open that lens up nice and wide and give a nice blurry background. So again, boom, this is a winner. So those are the things that I use for my YouTube videos as far as creating videos, equipment, and all of that. Only thing I did not discuss was my lighting, which is basically an LED panel by Newer. It actually comes in a set of two, but really I only need one. It serves its purpose for what I do here on YouTube. I like it. It gets nice and bright, lights me up real good. I can adjust the intensity on it. I can adjust whether or not I want it warm or cool. Perfect. Real basic, but it gets the job done. Again, I'll link it down in the description below. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and smash that like button. It's really appreciated. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell for new videos. Until next time, I see you guys. Keep leveling up. Peace.